Hi there, I'm back again. I am going to pick up a mini fridge and we're going to do a fix and flip. Let's get started.
So let me start right off the bat with answering a question. Why fix and flip a mini fridge? Well, there's a few reasons that I choose to do it. One is that there's a decent demand for them. So anywhere from homeowners to college kids to renters, there seems to be a very decent demand for these mini fridges. Another reason is the cheap parts. So the parts on these things are, you can buy them from Amazon, get them shipped next day. They don't cost, they cost next to nothing. You know, we're talking $5, maybe $10, depending on what part you're actually buying. But the parts seem to be pretty cheap on these things. Another thing is they're lightweight. So, I mean, they're kind of bulky, but they're definitely not heavy. So one person is able to lift it up and transport it. So that's another thing that makes it ideal. So another question is why this fridge in particular is a good candidate for a fix and flip. Well, a few reasons. One is that it's free. Another is that it's close to home. I think I drove 4 miles or so to go pick it up. And it's clean, very clean inside and out. Looks like it hardly had any use. There's no dents on it or anything like that. So, you know, the cleaner it is, the more money you can get back from it. Oh, and also, the lady told me it works. So it just does not get cold enough when it's on the cold setting. So that's a good sign. So as you can see, I brought it home. We are going to take a look at the thermostat here. I'm hoping that the thermostat setting is incorrect, or the range of the thermostat setting is off, allowing it to not get cold. The lady said it never got up to or down to a cold temp since when she bought it. So I'm hoping that the issue was incorrect factory setting. Let's check. So you can see the thermostat here. It's the dial on the top right part of the screen. You can see it's cranked all the way to the coldest setting, and it was only getting to about 40 degrees, which is not good enough. So here's the tools I use for the job. We have a medium-sized Phillips screwdriver. We have a large flathead screwdriver, which I mainly use just to pry that knob off. And we also have a small size Phillips screwdriver. So I sped this up 2 times just for convenience. Obviously I unplugged the cord from the power supply before I got started. And this particular fridge, the thermostat is held in the housing with 3 screws that are connected to the side. So I'm just trying to take a look here with the flashlight just to make sure that they are actually screws. They are. They just need to come out, and then we can take a closer look at the thermostat unit once Okay, and this is what we're left with. The thermostat is right there. It's still within the housing, so we need to get it out of there to make our adjustments. Okay, so I do apologize for being in the shot here, but first step of this process is to pry off the thermostat knob. The plastic knob needs to come off, as you can see right there, and then it's actually just held in with a couple of clips. So once again, it just needs to be pried out of those clips. I left all the electrical connections on because I'm going to be able to make my adjustments without removing it completely. So we're here. This is what we want to see. There are a couple screws right in the middle portion on the side of this thermostat. The screw we want is the one on the right side, which looks like it has a flat head on the top of the Phillips screw. And this is, we're going to need that small screwdriver for this portion. And what I actually did is I wanted it to go colder, so I did a half turn counterclockwise. I didn't want to go too much because it was already running and it was already getting cold, just not cold enough. So I did a half turn counterclockwise. Okay, so now all that is left is the install, and it's basically just the reverse of the process from before. So not really anything to see here. So what happened is I got it all buttoned up and I turned it on, threw a thermometer in there, left it in the coldest setting that it was. It came back a few hours later and it was at 20 degrees. So I mean, it got as cold as you'd want it to get. So I cranked that thermostat warmer. Maybe I went halfway or so to get it closer to 30 degrees, which is what I kind of like to keep my fridge setting at. So as you can see, I really have no money in this at all, and that's only going to help me make a better profit on this one. So I am actually going to clean it up a little more than it is already, and disinfect the insides of it, as well as post it, take a couple photos and post it for sale. So online there's plenty of mini fridges that cost almost nothing, but they also look destroyed on the inside. So I like to clean it up a little bit. I like to say that it's been disinfected, you know, for peace of mind. And I think that adds value, and it definitely helps with the sale. So here's a couple photos of the listing that I did. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, you're not making a killing with these things, but if it keeps you busy and you make a couple bucks at the end, what's wrong with that? Thank you for sticking with me through the end here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below.